Hey everyone, it's earthmanbrick here, back to building bases this time, and on this occasion we're making temple-themed bases for fantasy games like Age of Sigmar, Frostgrave, and Warhammer. When it comes to temples, there's so many that come to mind from ancient civilizations like the Incans, Aztecs, Mayans, Sumerians, etc., etc. But I'm rather a bit lazy for all that, so I typically look for inspiration from video games. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's an unwritten rule when it comes to video games, that there must be at least one temple level where there's more than 5 stages in a game. So, here we have Mario and Sonic's temple levels. They're fairly generic, to be honest, though. So, with that in mind, I decided, well, it might as well just go back to acquiring musings from more historical sources, like the Rosetta Stone, a vital keystone etched during the Hellenistic period that contains the same piece of text in not 1, not 2, but 3 whole languages: Egyptian hieroglyph, Greek, and Egyptian Demotic. I don't know how you pronounce these words. And enough about history anyway. I'm feeling pretty ancient myself here. So, onto the build itself. Well, I took a square piece of card and molded on some milliput to create a blank slate, which I then etched using a dental pick to create a script that resembled runes and Lovecraftian symbols, so that these bases are homogeneous enough to be used interchangeably for a variety of games. Once the putty had cured, we took some Lego bricks to make a casting block with. That's the great thing about Lego, you can shape it to make molds as big or as small as you like. Well, until you run out of Lego bricks, that is. Some Oyamaru was then placed into the molding block to make our mold. Daskley was then used to fill the mold once it had fully cured and all that. Advantage being that Daskley is a pulp-based, air-drying clay, which doesn't need mixing, is affordable and easy to use, and takes paint with no problem at all once it's dry. To make the bases themselves, we used a circle of card. I used 2 sheets here for added strength. Then broke the pieces off so that the corners were all in the middle, leaving jagged, broken edges that were slightly overlapping the edge of the card for a more natural aesthetic. I typically do this as a standard practice for all my bases. Some crafters prefer this to be 100% even along the edges and the trim. It's up to you how you want your bases to look. There's no right or wrong way about it. And here's all mine, all painted up. Simply using a tan colour for the base coat and then a nice little brown wash. But that didn't quite do it for me.
Do it.
Too bland for my liking, so I added more contrast with black oil paint deep into the crevices, and then dry brushing with white over the tops and the peaks. And then after that, we added some blood. Not actual blood, just red paint. I'm not that crazy. Just to give it a bit more visual interest. But that's it for me to this video. I do hope that there is at least something good you learn from it. So, thanks for watching, you ungrateful swine. Good riddance, and bye!